You're watching Wall Street Confidential on TheStreet.com TV. I'm Farnoosh Torabi. Make sure you catch this entire video at the very end. We're going to give you some news about a special offer where you can learn how to trade with Jim Cramer. And speaking of Jim, he is with me now.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, Jim. Big news today, Fannie and Freddie eligible for backing loans that are $300,000 additional. So that brings now to almost $730,000. This is something that is boosting some home building stocks.
Right. This is something I called for about 6 months ago,
Yeah.
and everyone told me it wasn't allowed. You know, the standard thing that I heard was that Lockhart, who was the administrator of this, said it's just not going to be allowed. I identified him as a villain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people felt that that was unfair, that he was protecting Fannie and Freddie. Fannie and Freddie don't need protection. Fannie and Freddie are companies that shouldn't really be companies. Now, periodically they make a lot of money. I say shouldn't be companies because they weren't meant to make a lot of money for the shareholders. They were meant to make a lot of opportunity for home buyers. Mm-hmm. The average price of a home has obviously increased. We have a tremendous glut of homes. The way to work off the glut of homes is to make it so that there's either more mortgage money, lower prices for homes, or more backstop by an organization so that a lender can lend and not worry about having the loan on their books. You know, this is the latter, and the ones that really need this, Thornburg has always needed a lot of funding because they do what's known as non-conforming loans, jumbo loans. And Toll Brothers, you need a jumbo loan to buy a house. So, you know, these are big windfalls for Thornburg, which has done absolutely nothing and is really a great opportunity. So, TMA. And Toll's moved up, 30% this week. So am I one to tell you to buy Toll here? I think you buy Toll when the Fed disappoints next week.
How about the sector as a whole? Is this really just speaking more specifically to certain builders, or is this something that we can extrapolate?
You know, because of the nature of ETFs, all home builders move up. Because of the nature of the way the market works, once mortgage money is more available, once refinance money is more available, once you get a backstop from Fannie Mae, it really doesn't matter what the current results are. The current results will be rendered meaningless by what's happening now. And that's very hard for people to swallow. People say, well, listen, look what Stuart Miller just did at Lennar. It was a horrible quarter. And, you know, that's looking backwards. Now, there are times...
15%.
Well, yeah, it should be up 30%. I think up 15% is not enough. But the stocks can only go so far, so fast. Now, why do I say that since I hate Lennar? Well, it doesn't matter. Now I love Lennar. I mean, one of the things that people have to learn is that it's the macro forces for home builders that drove them down. So it's now the macro forces that can lift them. So when you look at the individual home builders, I think that you're basically saying, okay, well, look, for trade, I missed it. But for an investment, if you think things are going to be better this time for next year, there's no different from any other stock. The stocks will go higher.
All right. Thanks so much, Jim Cramer, on home builders. This is Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned.
That's your action point. Take advantage of it.